Since you made it here, that means you're interested in minimalist. That's good. I'll give you some tips. Tip number 1. Rate things that you're trying to get rid of. For example, yes, no, hell no. Those are the ratings that you can give. Now, what do these mean? These are the response to your question. Should I discard it? Should I get rid of this? If you say yes, that's no-brainer. You're gonna get rid of it. If you say no, it still is not as bad as hell no. Hell no, that means I need it. I certainly need it. So if you're trying to get rid of all of your clothes, then you might say, hell no, I'm not gonna get rid of all my clothes. I'm not gonna be naked. It's not a jungle. I said to hell no to Kindle, which is this little book right here. Because this is a must-have item for book lover minimalists like me. This enables me to carry hundreds, thousands of books in this just small tablet. So this is a hell no. Whereas a sofa bed that I got rid of when I was implementing minimalist was yes, I should get rid of it. I wasn't seeing the need of keeping the sofa bed anyway because it was taking so much space. There was a box beneath the sofa bed where I keep the clothes. So in order to get clothes, I had to kind of bend the sofa bed and look for my clothes. It was very time consuming, and when I try to get my clothes in early morning, I have to bend it. But early morning, you don't have a lot of power. You don't feel like you have energy. It was energy consuming and time consuming. So that's why I was saying, yes, I want to get rid of this thing. And I also said yes to bookshelf. I didn't keep a lot of books in my bookshelf, so I was like, yeah, it was kind of taking my space and a lot of things that I was worrying about. So yes, that means no-brainer, get rid of it. No, still, get rid of it. Hell no, maybe you should keep it. Tips number 2. If you're in condition now, and if you see the product in a store, would you buy it? For example, I have a book, right? I have a book. Let's say I have Eating Animals. This is my favorite book, but I'm actually planning on selling this because I have a lot of these covered, most of them covered. So this book is very, very interesting because this Jonathan Safran Foer speaks from the perspective of vegans and vegetarians and also from meat eaters. So this book kind of gives you how to emphasize or sympathize with meat eaters. I highly recommend to anyone. If you're non-vegan, you should still read it because it teaches you a lot of reality that animals are going through. Anyway, this book I won't buy because I know what's inside the book. I know most of the information that's in this book. So why should I buy? And you might say like, oh, I might forget some things. When you do, you might consider repurchasing it. It's not like it's gone forever. You can just repurchase. For example, this one is just $8. So it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Besides, if you keep in something, this is actually tip number 3. Consider like tsunami, right? Tsunami is destroying your house and you might lose everything. It doesn't mean it's never gonna happen. It can happen. Things can be repurchased. Well, some of them cannot be, but I think most of them can be repurchased if you want. For example, I had a favorite comic book, right? I have a favorite comic book, La Différence Invincible. It's actually a Japanese translated French comic book. This is about a woman with Asperger's. I have Asperger's syndrome, so when I saw it, I was like, wow, oh my god, this is actually me. This was before I was diagnosed with ASD. So I went ahead and bought it. But, I was like, it wasn't really helping me with my productivity. And also, it was taking some space. So I might as well just sell it. So I did. Why do I have this? Because my parents also bought it to kind of understand me. And I was like, I kind of missed that book. But my parents have it. So yeah, I just asked them if I could have it. And they're just like, of course. So now I have it. I might not sell this for a long time because this is my favorite book. Although I know the knowledge, but I'll still buy. If I lost it, I will still buy it. So that's why I'm keeping it. See, if this is your favorite book, although you know the things inside the book. But if this is your favorite book, then yeah, there's no reason you should sell it or discard it. No, but most of things that we have is not necessary now. This is actually tip number 4. Is it necessary now? You might have to keep a lot of like toilet papers for emergency, which never really comes. A lot of warranties that you might have, like, oh, what if this thing breaks? Yeah, I should just keep it. This is going to create a lot of mess, and also this is not ideal for minimalism, which is owning less and having a purpose in your life. Tip number 4 is it really necessary now? So if I were to summarize, tip number 1, yes, no, hell no. If it's hell no, you should keep it. If it's yes to should I discard it, then yeah, no brainer. Number 2, if you're now and if you see the product that you at the store, would you buy it? If the answer is no, then that's not something that you want. You don't have to keep it. Number 3, anything can happen. Any accident, any natural disaster can destroy everything. So keeping things for the sake of it is kind of pointless. It's more important to focus on memory. Although I keep books like this, the reason why I keep this because there's no reason that I should get rid of this. I like this book, so I keep it. What I'm saying is like holding on to things too much, like being too obsessive, things can be, brought back. So rather than stuffing your room with a lot of stuff, you should consider the fact that any product, anything can be lost. And number 4 was, what was it? Oh, I did. Okay. If you want to see more tips, then consider subscribing to my channel and leaving a like if you find it really helpful. Just to remind you that Minimalist is about getting less things and having more time and energy, more time to kind of focus inwardly, kind of find a meaning or purpose in your life. I think that's what minimalism is. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time. Oh, actually, to think about how to get rid of things, I have tip number 5. Think of stores as your warehouse, where you just drag things out. Because toilet papers, for example, that I mentioned, can be bought with like cheap price. You don't have to, have, I don't know, like 50 rolls of toilet paper just to have like an emergency kind of things. You can always have like 1 extra, maybe, or 2 extras, or 3 extras. You don't have to have crazy many. And if you run out, you can just go to the store, also known as warehouse, and just buy. Now, bye.